Right, guys, I'm going to quickly go over this Euro NZD trade, right? It was a QM trade on the daily, but I'll show you how you actually got into it on the lower time frames as well for a bigger risk reward, right? So firstly, the trade was here in this zone, right? But we had our levels set up in this manner. So again, clear turning points here and here, as we've seen, there and there. That's my clear turning points. That's what I'm looking for rejections off of, right? But what's actually happened is, if we zoom in, when we've come back to this point, we've sort of formed this lovely double top here and started to drop below, right? But then we've started to push back. Now, if we look left on the push back here, we can see this little turning point here, right? Which is sort of like a QM, right? What it's telling us now is once it starts to reject this level multiple times, it's telling us that it started forming a QM and it can't break above the level, right? So on the daily, all this really was if you look back here, the level here, push back up, drop below. As you can see, this area is a little lower than here. And then the push back up, we couldn't break above these highs, couldn't even wick above them. We then got this lovely evening star pattern rejecting this zone. Added in as well on that, you had Fibonacci, which was there. So you had the rejection of the 50 fib with the full, every single candle in the evening star pattern, right? So that would have told us that we wanted to enter here, right? There. In this zone here, right? Stop can be where you want, just above here, just above the next fib, whatever you fancy, right? But we then have to zoom out on the daily and look for our major turning points, right? So firstly, turning points, I'm looking for major ones. This is the first one that I can see, right? Major turning point, major turning point. The reason I haven't taken these into consideration is because they're all stuck together, meaning there's not really one clear defined one for me. So we have that one, and then we have this one here, right? That are clear to the left, right? If we then look further left, we can sort of see clear turning points in this zone as well. So it's important maybe having that in as well as a potential level. So we'll just stick that in there, right? As you can see, it's sort of floating on that at the moment. There, as you can see, right? So that's overall what you're looking for there at the bottom of this zone, just over 1 to 3 on your daily there, if your stop's that high, if it's in between, a little bit more there. Again, down to the overall area that's sitting at the moment, 1 to 6. If it goes further than that again, it's a 1 to 8 trade. Now that's just off the daily. As you can obviously see, you can see it's a clear downtrend as well. That's what we're overall looking for on the daily with that little QM level there. All those sort of little things tied in made me want to take the trade. Now if we look at it from this perspective here. Now if we zoom in, look, clear turning point, pushed away, broke through, couldn't maintain it, came back underneath, dropped a little lower than this previous here, come back up to reject with the evening star pattern. That was everything that we wanted for that level there, right? But if we take this away now, here, and let's go down to the lower time frames, right? So when we went down to the lower time frames, we're looking at the setup itself, right? Setup itself, on the 4 hour, there was nothing really crystal clear. This zone here we're going to ignore, even though it is our QM zone. We know that's already there, right? But as we were dropping down the levels to the 2, right, to the 2 hour, go back up, right? This is our 2 hour zone, right? But what's interesting is we know this is our QM level, we know this is our daily level. Now, so when we had our fib in here, we were expecting on the daily for a push back up in here. So we already had our fib set. Fib set at the lowest point, right? But interestingly enough, we know on the daily that we want rejections, right, of this level for the drop below. Now, how do we know we're going to get rejections here, right? So once we've dropped below and we've started to pull back up, we'll see we've already got a rejection here, but there's nothing really crystal clear to tell us this, right? Until we get to the point where we get back up here and we get this engulf candle here that's rejecting, so sort of like a hammer engulf sort of thing. That, right, we have that there on the 2 hour, which is crystal clear for us. That's telling us that it's an important level. But how do we know to take this level, right? Again, FTR zone within our QM zone, here, there, that it touches as well, right? So that's then crystal clear for me that this wants to reject. As you can see, it's floating along here multiple times, rejected multiple times, but nothing interesting enough for us to take it until this candle here. This hammer candle here, rejection, that sort of hammer engulf there, as you can see. Rejected the FTR zone, it's rejected the daily QM zone that we have. It's also rejected fib as well. So that gives us the clue that we could possibly be getting our daily trade filled out. On top of that as well, if we look to the left, we have a little turning point here, as you can see, that also fails to break above as well, right? So that clear turning point there, I'll take away fib at the moment. That there, pushed up, couldn't maintain, dropped massively, right? So if we put that in across there as well, here and here, multiple rejections of this, of the FTR, rejection of the FTR zone, rejecting of this sort of, it's now a triple top with this level in the middle here, rejection of that as well, added in with your FTR, added in with your daily QM level, and Fibonacci rejection tells you that we want to move. Now, because we know what we're looking for on our daily, stop wherever you like, just above or just in these regions, wherever you want it, right? But we know we now need to go back to the higher time frame, right? So the higher time frame is going to tell us everything that we need to know, really, about where we're going to put targets. Now, we're now looking for overall targets, right? So this is, again, overall targets. We're looking for major turning points, right? So this could possibly be a major turning point here on the lower time frame. On the 4 hour, clear turning point pushed away. If we bring it across, sort of reacted to it. Now, down to there, there's a 1 to 4. Now, you could have took your profit here or been confident enough that the daily was sort of forming and took the daily there. If you'd managed to do that with the daily, you would then be looking at, right, okay, let's hold it because we're confident in the trade of the daily. There, 1 to 9, currently floating at 1 to 17. Now, in regards to this, you can see now when you zoom out why it was taken. Ties in with multiple levels, multiple zones, and then we look for overall lower time frames. Even on the 4 hour, this was a potential turning point, which would be nice and crystal clear, which is 1 to 12. But allowing yourself that little bit of breathing room as it moves to go. All right. So any questions you guys got, just drop them in the WhatsApp group, and I'll answer them for you. But that's overall how you'd have took both those trades on that.